Hey everyone, Miacidae here, welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. So today on the No Hope Estate, we're going to be going into the Farmstead Plus to fight the Extravagant prize, the veteran version of the prize. Mainly because, well, I want the Bold and Brash trophy, the very rare version for the Estranged. This is plus 30% debuff chance, which he does have a few debuffs, and will have plus 15 accuracy and 7 speed on the first round, so he can actually get it off very quickly. So with that being said, this is the prize, which can get a little dicey at times. So the thought is I was going to go in with Yugi, the Oni, because she can take a hit, she can do the riposte stuff, which is awesome. I was going to have Scotland, the Forlorn, go in with something I hadn't tried, but I was going to have fun trying it out, because he's not going to be going in with a bleed build. I was going to be using his Color of Madness stuff to do plus damage received. And then beyond that, it was just who I wanted to kind of complement these two. And then because I was bringing these guys, they were also going to be hitting level 5, and I already had a few level 5s, so this is just adding to the stack of, well, I have people sitting aside for when stuff hits the fan, for when the champion fights start coming on. So this is just kind of building that up as well, because, well, now I'll have the Oni, and I'll have the Forlorn. I decided to bring the Lunar Princess in as well. I'm hoping if I put a Kraken ribbon on her, maybe I get her to level 5 and then I'm just done with her, and then maybe we get Belcott the Estranged to maybe level 4, we'll see. So starting off, we have Ronnie, the Lunar Princess. She's going to be shifting forms once again. We're going to be doing that whole fiasco, because I really do want to try out the whole glinted on a boss and see just how much that can do. So we do have the Crystal Slipper, so that she gets minus 20% crits received. Target is glinted. I can do 3 additional damage, plus 1 per skill level, so I should be doing 7 damage to anything that is glinted, which will probably be the boss. On melee heal doesn't work. We took that out. Iris told me how to remove that. So the on melee hit portion does not work with the Crystal Slipper on this estate. Then we have the Finger Slayer Blade. This gives her plus 2 speed, plus 100 armor piercing, so I don't necessarily need to use Moon Bequeaths to use armor piercing, minus 2 max HP, and on attack hit, all enemies will take 1 damage. Then we have Yugi, the Oni. We're going to be using Obliterate most of the time, so this is plus 30% damage while she is marked, plus 10 accuracy while she is marked, and the bonuses applied to riposte. I also do have Mountain Breaker. This does plus 60% damage and 10 accuracy versus size 2, so that does apply to the prize. This does move her forward and has armor piercing attached, which the bonuses also apply to riposte. Then Inexorable Advance just to mark her. For her trinkets, we have the Ibaraki Inro. This gives her riposte plus 12 crit and minus 35% damage. However, any attack that she does, which everything that she has is an attack, will activate a riposte for 2 rounds, and then we have the Twisting Spines on her. This gives her plus 15% protection if she's above 75, 50, and 25% health, so she'll have a total of 45% protection, and she'll take 15% more damage if she's below 25% health, as low as minus 2 speed. So she does have 45 protection as a start. And we have Scotland. So mainly I'm going to be using Bloody Cross. This hits the first 3 rows, and if it's down to a single target, I'll be using Whiplash. Now these do bleed, however the bleed chance is lower due to the Dreamer's Collection by 20%. This also allows him to ignore riposte and stealth. And then on attack hit, he will debuff the target for plus 40% damage received. And because it says instant, I'm thinking that the attack will do the damage as well. And that has a 130% chance to go off. And if it's a melee hit like Whiplash or Hunter's Strike, I'll also debuff them to have plus 7% crits received. Then we have the Daruma, which on hit applies to all targets of the AoE skills. We'll have a on attack hit, debuff the target for plus 8% crits received as well. So if both of those go off, that's plus 15% crits received, but he will be doing minus 15% damage total. So he's not here for damage, he's here for the debuffs. Then finally, Belcott are Estranged, mainly doing Pierce Earth, the back 2 rows. This does more damage, pulling them as well. And then Twisting Arrows to do damage to any row, minusing their speed, minusing their dodge. We have the Ancestor's Candle on them for plus 15% damage, plus 10 dodge, and Ancestor's Mat for scouting and Trap Disarm. So with that being said, let's have some fun. Hopefully we get through this. I'm going to be bringing all the stuff that I can, just to be safe. With Donham just get Comet Shards, and a Kraken Ribbon for Ronnie. Maybe we bring a skeleton key too. So using the Kraken ribbon on Ronnie. Ooh, there's a few places it could be. I don't... 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't like this. Hopefully we get a good scout somewhere. There are... I mean, either way, I'll probably do more. It's just the matter of the fact that I would like...
Another abomination cleansed
to know where the boss is right away to beeline it to them. We're gonna glint the Inti, just because they can guard and then get a lot of dodge. What's up, Loki? What you mewing about? So we're gonna Bloody Cross, get all of them, if we can. Get that crits received, and they resisted the damage. Loki, don't go down there. I know, but you've been going under my desk. He's been diving for cords and he's been unplugging my computer, so I have to keep an eye on the little kitten. A lot more than normal. We're gonna Pierce Earth trying to take up the ante here. I really don't want him getting that plus dodge. Oh, that hurt.
Waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
We're then going to obliterate the Hound, getting our riposte, transforming, quick strike to take out the Hound.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the
Loki, I
offensive.
can't have you getting into trouble right now, buddy. And then we're going to Karian charge onto the Grave Robber.
Decimated.
And I was not expecting the crit to take him out.
This expedition at least promises success.
Alright, now that the kitten is sufficiently not causing problems, we did get a few really good things from them. The ante always drops good stuff. So we got Jute Tapestry, 4,500 gold, Ancestor's Pen, plus 10 crit, and plus 10% damage on melee skills. We may be using that. And then Key, Shovel, taking what we can here. I'm going to take the Jade over the gold. Actually, we can stack the food up and take the gold. Get the bleed off. We're going to use some of the food. And did we scout? Not by much. I'm going to leave this for now. Go up. We will take this. Take the gold. I'm going to search up first because this seemed safer. Loki. No. Opening this.
If only treasure could
Definitely will take that food. Can I use that on anyone else? No. And then the trinkets are things I either have or do not want. So leaving that. Battle room with Curio. Little man, no, no. Wait. Kitten was not sufficiently out of trouble. Alright, we have Battle room with Curio. Oh, a different hue. Outlaw Treasurer. We are going to quick strike him because I definitely want him out. I was not expecting that crit once again. I guess we do have Hot to Trot here. So that extra crit is amazing, and then extra damage and all that jazz. I'm gonna transform here. And then we'll Frost Glint the Bloodletter. Then Bloody Cross, get them bleeding possibly with all those lovely debuffs. Twisting arrows. Okay, we're gonna obliterate the bloodletter. Transforming again. I'm gonna Moonbequeath Seer, hitting both of them.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Jeez, I'm getting good stuff. That focus ring is really good, so we'll take that. Taking the torches. Minor antique is worth a pretty penny. Using food to heal up a tad. So I'm gonna get more. I guess we don't need all the laudanum. And then, as much as I would like the onyx, we'll just leave it for now. Use the key for now. Like I thought, there was food in there. And then I really do not need these trinkets. Minus 100% food consumed, plus healing from food, minus dodge, plus stress relief received. No thanks. Then we'll see if this is the boss. Default party order. Pack contains loot. Take the food. I'll toss a little bit of food for that ruby. I can't use this to heal on anyone. Scarecrow. So it's down in that lower right. Okay. Laudanum. Take the shards. We are... Let's get rid of the jades. And I'm going to take the... I'll take the shortest path there, and then depending upon how I'm doing, go clean up. Not too often you get this. Hey, how you guys doing? Quick strike, get that plus speed. And then we'll do Moonbequeaths.
Masterfully executed.
Pierce Earth. I want the musician dude down, just the Lumberjack left. And we'll do Whiplash. Okay, debuff 1. Did get the damage there. Okay. Shattering Roar. He's down.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit.
Taking what we can.
Inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Really hurts to leave the food on this estate. But, we'll just leave it. Default party order. Hunger check. Which doesn't heal me for once. Going down to the treasure room, which I think actually had comet shards, which I do need. Yeah. So there, I got 27 of them. We'll dig through this. Take the shovel, leave the rest. Alright, trap 80, 70, 110. And 100, and we can get stressed down on Belcott there. Cool. Now there's 2 battles here. We'll see how this goes, and then probably camp there. Quick Strike might get rid of the Mater. It actually won't. But then we can use that Moonbequeaths to get rid of the Vine and the Herald.
Begone, fiend!
Do a bit of damage there. Bloody Cross.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
Pierce Earth. Oni didn't even get to go.
As the
Did get
fiend
the
falls,
the red skull for the
hope
ironclad,
blossoms.
plus 25% damage if HP below 50%. I do not want to rely on being that low on health, considering I can't heal. So that is a sketchy position to be in. So I'm going to leave that. Boss is going to be down 1. So I'm going to see what I can do here. Prevent nighttime ambush. Devil's Advocate doesn't do much for me, but I also don't lose light. Hunter's Pride would up my damage. Knight of the Conspiration would up my damage as well because it is a size 2 boss. Yeah, we can up our damages and stuff. Okay. And then we can get some food and such out of that cabinet. So let's get rid of all of our stress.
The coming horrors.
I'm gonna do Devil's Advocate for the Prevent Nighttime Ambush. I'm gonna Stygian, or not Stygian Moon, Knight of the Conspiration for the damage and the accuracy. I'm tempted to try something again, but I'm not sure. But screw it. I'm gonna do Warm Up here. So this ups Oni's accuracy, crit speed. That gives me 3 left. Then I'm gonna Demon Festival. This guarantees a nighttime ambush, but I already have a prevent nighttime ambush here. Last time I did this, it didn't work, but every other time I've done this, which makes it like 1 failure out of 20 times I've done this now. So I can get the plus 20% damage on the party. There we go. Because realistically, how that's worked in the past is because I have the prevent... I thought I'd get food out of that. Because I have the prevent nighttime ambush, the guarantee doesn't go off. And then, if I camp again, I will have a guarantee. I'm not sure why that works the way it does,
Finding the
but
stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
it helps significantly. Okay, so quick strike on Hatchetman. He's not going to go down, but he does take a lot, thankfully. I mean, Hot to Trot is just bonkers. Then we'll Karian charge.
A singular strike.
Get started on that Chained Giant. Bloody Cross. So 1 down, 1 at half health. They have the plus damage received, or at least 1 does. Twisting Arrows? No, we'll do Pierce Earth on the Giant. And then obliterating the Hatchetman. I'd say he was obliterated. Was your face always this ugly? No, I think you made it that way. He does not have a face anymore. Can't quick strike. Let me see here. I can at least debuff him from minus crit. So let's Glint Strike or Frost Glint here.
Their cursed champion.
And then down he goes. Take that ruby, take the crest, leave the gold. Default order. And cabinet says more crusts. I'll take it. Also gonna use this food, take the deeds, and go down. And hope I don't run into a blockage because I used all my shovels. Yeah, here's the boss. I'll use holy waters in the actual fight. These vines shouldn't do anything to me. I think one of them can actually bleed. We're going to torch for the accuracy here. And And then I'm gonna Bloody Cross, hoping to debuff whatever I can.
Powerful blow.
So that's plus damage received, plus crits received.
Unnerved.
Ouchie.
Unbalanced.
Gonna need to bandage that. Holy Water, I don't get the extra action, but I can still quick strike for the speed.
Devastating blow.
That's one vine down. Bandage and Holy Water. Said that in the opposite order. I'm actually going to do Withering Denial for the riposte. Oh, you prick. You damage yourself to get one of those, and then you crit heal. Advancing, just getting the mark so everything does more damage.
How quickly the
You crit me, I crit back. I think I hurt you a little bit more. Alright, turn 2. Quick strike, let's take out a vine if we can.
pummeling.
Then we're gonna transform into Frost Glinting the Prize. So this will minus the crit rate on it, and I'll do additional damage going forward. Kinda hard to see that glint there. Just gonna Twisting Arrows, minusing the little bit of dodge it has. And it resisted. Gonna obliterate the vine. Vine goes away. Just keeping those in check. Thorn Protection, so that gives it a little bit of damage reflection, 100% actually. I am gonna Whiplash it for plus damage received. Or is that plus crits received? Yeah. So I'm gonna do this so I can quick strike, getting one of the vines down, or trying to, then change back, Frost Glinting the Prize, which is gonna hurt like hell. So I'm gonna take 26 damage going down to Death's Door, I believe.
Precision.
Oh, did I? I did enough damage where it went down. Okay. I need to do advance to keep the mark up. Pierce Earth. Healed itself. Whiplash for damage received. And down it went. Alright, I definitely want that blueprint.
Remind yourself.
Want these comet shards, so I got 79 there.
Killer.
And we will get rid of the torches. Using one for extra accuracy on our next thing. Continue adventuring, we'll see what we can get. Default party order before I forget. What's in the bag?
A handsome reward.
Torch that I can't use, gold that I can't take. I mean, I can, but I'd have to get rid of stuff that I can get rid of the holy waters. Realistically, though, I'm probably going to get rid of the gold for something. Ooh, I'm probably going to get something good out of this. Okay, quick strike hitting the Crusader. But then transforming. And we're gonna Frost Glint onto the Ante. I was hoping it would actually survive and I could do a bit more to it, but that's fine. Obliterating, taking out Crusader. Just Occultist and Grave Robber left. Grave Robber I'm gonna Pierce Earth on, doing a bit of damage, pulling it forward if I can, which was a no. Now this is where things might hurt. At least we're not bladed, or it would have done more. It is so he blights instead of bleeds. Interesting. Gonna try to get plus damage on him. I don't think I did. You know what? Let's do this. Out of curiosity, Kari in charge will probably take out the occultist. So we'll do that. Then just grave rubber left. So whiplash on them. Oh man, that's a lot of stuff, but not really anything I want.
Push on to the task's end.
So use the holy water. Can use the, well, we can't even use the medicinal herbs. Don't really care about the gold skeleton key. Carapace idol is realistically worthless to me, so is the paralyzer's crest, so we can leave everything here. Now, as for the negative quirks, stocked wins. I'm getting rid of stocked, which I love that we can do. Do I get food for this? I do. So we're gonna heal the Estranged. I'm not gonna get rid of it. We're gonna get rid of the bandages for the crests. Ooh, the shepherd, Sleeper's Shepherd, and a Miller's Descendant. Interesting. Bloody Cross. Let's get the damage received up, or at least crits received. Keep attacking the Shepherd to break his streak. We are going to obliterate on him. He has a lot of health for a single target enemy. Trying to think here, what do I want to do? I can do Moon Bequeaths, probably take out the Mater, do damage to the Descendant. I was once again not expecting the crit, but hot to trot. And then twisting arrows into the Shepherd. Dream shatters, he does damage when that happens. Okay, cool.
Exposed to a killing
I've not seen that one. Did not know he could do that. We'll just do Moon Bequeaths again. End the fight. Use the torch for extra accuracy in our next fight. Realistically, we can use some of the food to heal here. Oh, and then leave the rest. I don't see myself needing too many hunger checks. So Curio, I can get a little bit out of this. It's kind of expecting comet shards, but that's fine. We'll leave the leather brace and the gold. Oh, I wish I had a key now. I'll leave the secret room for after the curio room. So I might get something out of this. Just triple checking. I was pretty sure those didn't do anything, but you never know. Quite the stash.
Wealth beyond measure.
Gold and a jade. Gold and a jade.
The brave and the foolhardy alike.
Alright. Trap. 110. 100. Let's get stressed out on the Estranged. They can eat. And we'll do Pierce Earth to hit these two. Moon bequeaths. I just want to do a little damage there to the foreman.
Ground quakes.
I really need to check that crit rate. Obliterate, taking out the foreman. Then we'll do whiplash, taking out the rugged vine and back.
Obliterated.
Riposte, got it. A little bit of comet shards of ruby,
These
cool.
nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be.
Stupidly using the food, take the gold, go up. Okay, last room. Last battle. Eggs.
Gnawing uncertainty.
Moon bequeaths plus 8% crit rate, so 22. How does math? 8% from skill, plus hot to trot. Right? 5 crit on first round. Yeah, and then Blade Master gives another 3, so that's 8, yeah. And then skill is 8, and then she has a base of 6. So that makes sense. Wait. Yeah, that's why I'm critting so much. And then let's transform back. We'll do a frost glint here. And this has a plus 12 crit modifier. That's actually pretty strong. But that doesn't get my melee modifiers. We'll do Bloody Cross, get some damage on them. Plus 8 crits received. No, we'll do Twisting Arrows on the middle. How I was thinking this was gonna go is I was just gonna do Advance, take out the Mater in the middle. And then I would take the rest out with Riposte, but 2 of them went before her, strangely. Which I know speed can be a thing, but... Alright, transforming back. I like using Carian Charge here. And then let's obliterate. I'd say that was obliterated. Alright, grand total of 83 shards.
Triumphant
I'm good with that.
A dizzying fall.
Also got a few trinkets. Golden Brash. A few heirlooms. Like, almost 22,000 gold. Very good run, for what it was. Like, I can almost afford... I would have been able to if I didn't buy the thing for the Forlorn that I was using that run. I would almost be able to afford the next district that I want with the memories. Also, another blueprint. Awesome. I was really hoping Ronnie would hit 5, but I do got to use her and another veteran. Ronnie got Courtyard Phobe. Yugi got Necromania, so we do got to get rid of that. Belcott got Flagellant, so we'll only flagellate for stress relief. Early Riser, plus 2 speed if torch above 75. I definitely want to lock that in, because speed is such a thing.
Life. The greatest treasure of all.
It couldn't have been anyone good. One of the few times From Beyond pops, I don't get anyone good. I think I'm gonna get rid of the bust here for Boudica. Because Drool in here isn't that great, right? Yeah. So let's get the original Boudica back. I mean, Risk Taker is nice and all, I just don't like having that minus dodge.
Nor the broken
And then Stagecoach. The one thing I'm really looking for is not here, so we're not going to bother with it. The Nomad Wagon, nothing I want. So once again, I am getting Necromania off. I am not bothering with that. I'm going to lock in Early Riser, and I'm going to get rid of Enlightened while I'm at it, just so that stress relief is easier for him. And that's one more thing done boss-wise. I don't see really anything on the bosses that I want. So that does give me the opportunity to just level people up, which I may take, because I don't get that too often anymore. Especially considering I have just a few people like Cran here that I would really like to get into veteran levels. So maybe I do that. I also think the Bounty Hunter, if I recall correctly, was also at level 2. I have to double check that if I can find them. No, the Tardif did hit 3, okay. So realistically, I don't have too many people left to hit veterans, but Cran would be nice. And from there, just knock out the veterans, get people into champions, get good trinkets. I think that's the goal. What I didn't do is check all of these veterans on the side, but I don't think any of them had things I'm too keen on getting here. So yeah, we'll just be going and leveling up the last of the apprentices and going from there, I think. And have some fun with that, and then I can beeline the veterans, which will be really, really nice to do. That'll be amazing. And then freedom until I get a bowman, which I've been looking for a very long time and just haven't found. So we'll see what I can do about that and go from there, but that'll do it for this time. So like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz, and otherwise, as always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please have a good one.